People that spoke, they talk about a whole lot of things here, trying to analyze the content of that particular act, and then telling us so many things about what the act say. But the president of TUC, Festus Osifo, in a statement, urged the federal government to give a marching order to CBN to immediately withdraw the circular and cancel the planned levy forthwith. They were talking, and then part of what they discussed, we'll be looking at it, as well as the exemptions. There were some customers that have been exempted from this. We'll be talking about them as we move on the program. What is that cyber security levy? What it's all about? Now, according to the Central Bank of Nigeria, because they are introducing different policies, they said some people these days, the rate at which they commit crimes had been so grievous. People launder money, people transfer money illegally, people take money from government purse and transfer it to their own private account, and then you hear about corruption here and here. And we're talking about fighting corruption in the country. So to fight corruption, it begins with people laundering huge sum of money through this commission of cybercrime. Some people, it is on the internet that they transfer money. They even go into people's accounts. I don't know if you have seen that before, where somebody will just send a message to you and tell you that you should click on a particular button. That button, it has a download, like it's a sign of downloading like this on your, that's SMS. If you dare press it, I'm telling you, the whole of everything about your account will be exposed, and they will take away the whole of the money you have in your account. And that was why the CBN thought it wise that, okay, for these people that are engaging in all this illegal online transfer of innocent citizens' money, then the way to detect them, the way to arrest them, the way to know who is doing what is wrong, who is doing illegal transaction, is to begin to levy them. By the time they begin to see the levy that is very, very high, perhaps they will stop it. But the TUC, the NLC, and civil society organization, they are saying, at the end of the day, this will not affect all these people you are talking about. It's going to affect ordinary citizens in the country. Because when I make transaction now and money is deducted, maybe I make transaction like 2 times or 3 times in a day, then certain amount of money will be deducted from my account, which is 0.5%. And when people were asking, how will it be done? When I transfer into another person's account, 0.5% of that money I sent will be deducted from the money I transfer. And it will be done by the bank. By my own bank, they will deduct from me that sent the money to another person. Then the receiving bank also will deduct another amount from the account of the receiver. And that is 2 ways. That's what people are fighting for. They say, why would they deduct from me that sent, and then the person that will receive the money too, you deduct from the person? And then we have all other levies existing already. SMS levy, they charge for SMS. If you collect ATM, they charge you monthly out, just to service your ATM. There are other ones that bank will list. This one is for your account, for security of your account. This one is what we use for this, for maintenance of your this. All kind of deductions in people's accounts every month. And now this one had been introduced, and TUC was saying, does it mean that the federal government didn't know, or the CBN did not know before, that we have those that we call cyber criminals in the country, fraudsters everywhere? Does it mean that it is this year they are just knowing that? They have been existing for long. Why didn't you introduce it then? Why is it now that you are introducing it? But CBN is saying, well, what we are introducing is for the good of Nigerians. Whether it is for the good of Nigerians or not, the civil society organization, TUC, NLC, and Nigerians, they started shouting on CBN. Let's see what is going to happen. But we just need to bring it to you here so that you have a deeper understanding of it. But there are some exemptions which I will explain to you later after Ola Olabigbe explain to you.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ẹ̀yin ará ilé, ìròyìn tí ọwọ́ wábà tí ẹnì kejì mi wálé tó sọ̀rọ̀ nípa òun náà ni ìròyìn tá a rí nínú ìwé ìròyìn The Nation fún tàárọ̀ yìí tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ètò kan tí ìjọba àpapọ̀ gbé kalẹ̀ lórí owó sísan lórí owó sísan lórí ààbò àwọn ojú òpó ayélujára wa tí à ń lò lórí ọ̀rọ̀ owó lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà. Nǹkan tí wọ́n gbìyànjú àti sọ níbẹ̀ náà ni wípé àwọn gbé ètò yìí kalẹ̀ láti fi tako àwọn ọ̀daràn kan lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà àtàwọn tó ń hùwà jàǹdùkú lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà pátápátá. Ìjọba wa jẹ́ kó di mímọ̀ wípé owó tó tó 300 bílíọ̀nù ó dín díẹ̀ òun ni àwọn ti pàdánù nínú ọdún 2022 nìkan lórí àwọn òpó ayélujára tá à ń lò láti fi ṣe owó lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà. Wọ́n tẹ̀síwájú wípé àwọn gbé ètò yìí kalẹ̀ ní orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà láti jẹ́ kí ìlọsíwájú kó lè dé bá àwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà àti wípé ètò mímáa san owó yìí kò ń ṣe pé orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà nìkan òun ni àwọn ti fẹ́ gbé kalẹ̀ pé tá a bá worú ìlànà yìí ó wà ní orílẹ̀-èdè Ghana náà àti orílẹ̀-èdè Rwanda. Ẹni tó wá jẹ́ àwọn tó jẹ́ igun ẹgbẹ́ òṣìṣẹ́ ti TUC àti ẹni tó jẹ́ adíje dupò sí ipò ààrẹ nínú ètò ìdìbò ọdún 2023 tá a dì lọ Peter Obi àti ẹni tó jẹ́ ààrẹ igun ti ẹgbẹ́ òṣìṣẹ́ TUC wọ́n ti wá sọ̀rọ̀ wípé ìgbésẹ̀ tí ìjọba àpapọ̀ gbé kalẹ̀ lórí mímáa san owó nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ yìí lórí òpó ayélujára wípé àwọn ò fara mọ́ ìlànà yìí pé kò bá a mu tó rárá lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà pẹ̀lú bí gbogbo nǹkan ṣe ń lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ yìí lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ètò ọrọ̀ ajé àti gbogbo nǹkan ọ̀rọ̀ owó ná gbogbo ẹ̀ ó wà níbẹ̀ pé ṣé àsìkò yìí gan-an ló yẹ kí ìjọba àpapọ̀ gbé irú nǹkan yìí kalẹ̀ bí gbogbo ọmọ orílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà ti ń ké gbàjarè níbi nǹkan ṣe ń lọ lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà pátápátá. Wọ́n wá ní àwọn tako ọ̀rọ̀ yìí pé àwọn ò tiẹ̀ fara mọ́ rárá àti rárá ni pé kí ìjọba kí wọ́n mọ nǹkan tí wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe àti wípé ṣé wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ mọ̀ wípé irú nǹkan báyìí ó yẹ kó wà lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà ni. Wọ́n tún wá tẹ̀síwájú nínú ọ̀rọ̀ wọn wípé àpò tí èèyàn bá fi owó ránṣẹ́ ẹni tó mú owó láti inú àpò ìṣúná rẹ̀ tó fi owó yìí ránṣẹ́ sí ẹlòmíì wọ́n máa yọ nínú ẹni tó fi owó ránṣẹ́ àti ẹni tí wọ́n fi owó ránṣẹ́ sí pé kò yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ owó yìí ti di ọ̀nà méjì ó ṣe wá jẹ́ pé ọ̀nà méjì láti máa pàdánù irú owó báyìí àti pé àwọn ò tiẹ̀ faramọ́ rárá àti rárá ni pé kí ìjọba àpapọ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà kí wọ́n wá nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe sí ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí pé àwọn mọ̀ pé kò ń ṣe ẹgbẹ́ òṣìṣẹ́ nìkan òun ni ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kàn torí pé gbogbo ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ló kàn mọ́ àwọn ti ṣetán báyìí láti jà fún ẹ̀tọ́ àwọn ará ìlú lórílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. Nǹkan tí ìròyìn tó ń sọ nínú ìròyìn The Nation fún tàárọ̀ yìí nìyẹn pé àwọn ò fara mọ́ ìgbésẹ̀ tí ìjọba àpapọ̀ gbé kalẹ̀ lórí mímáa san owó fún ààbò lórí gbogbo nǹkan tó bá ti jẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ òpó ojú ayélujára.
That is it. Why they are talking about this is because when you look at the current administration, many will say, okay, the new administration, when we come to Go Shokpa TV, what we do is just to talk about issues affecting citizens alone. That we don't always want to point accusing figures to the federal government. That we don't want to say things about the federal government. Some have even said on the Go Shokpa TV, we are supporters of federal government or all of that. But when there are things not going right, we've said the time with that number here, we point attention of government to maybe federal government, state government, or even local government. We tell them to do the needful. And that is why this morning, with what other Nigerians are saying, they're talking about during this when this administration came on board on May 29, 2023, fuel subsidy was removed. And then people started running taskets. How are we going to do it? Prices of everything going up. Now, recently we heard about electricity tariff hike for Band A customers. And people are saying, is it only in Nigeria that you have to introduce all policy at once? Yes, Naira floating again. You just float the Naira, let people buy dollar at any rate they wanted. And before you know it, the price of dollar against Naira continues to rise up. And if not recently that we are seeing Naira appreciating again. Then put food prices. When you go, not only food, other commodities in market, people are finding it difficult to afford them. Apart from that, we just battle with fuel scarcity, where people queue and price of transportation going up, and then Nigerians are just battling since last year, and now you have brought a new one. Cyber security levy, just to add to other levies that Nigerians have been paying in their banks. That's why TUC, NLC, Peter Obi of Labour Party, the CNG, that is the coalition of northern groups. Why they were asking other groups too? We have many civil society organizations, CSO, that have been asking questions, and Nigerians generally saying, why is it that all these policies were just coming one after the other? Do you want to drain up Nigerians? Look at what we are facing now. Electricity, people are saying, we even thank God that small they are bringing it now, unlike what we had before. And then you look at no money in the country, the salary that people were, when it comes to the issue of increasing the salary of workers, the federal government was not too straightforward or saying it the way it should be done. People are expecting federal government to come and say, yes, this is the amount we are going to pay. But we are just hearing about 25%, 35%, not clear. And people are beginning to ask questions. And before you know it, now, cybersecurity levy. Is it from this little salary that you are collecting that when you even want to transfer, you want to do this, they will be deducting 0.5% of the money anytime. If you transfer like 10 times in a day, they'll be deducting 0.5% from that money you are transferring. And it depends on the amount. If I transfer 5,000 naira to somebody now, the amount they will deduct will be 0.5% of that my 5,000. And if I transfer 10,000, if you transfer 100,000 naira, it is 0.5% of that 100,000 naira that they will deduct from your account. And then the person that will receive it too, they will deduct same thing. But the CBN had come through the presidency too and said this particular policy that they introduced had some exemptions. And I promise to tell you that if you obtain loan, maybe you obtain loan from one organization, maybe one loan, maybe bank giving you loan, or you obtain loan from one maybe cooperative society, all of that, and you want to disburse the money to your account, or government even wants to give you loan and disburse into your account, that there is nothing like deduction. They are not going to charge you for cybersecurity levy. And if you want to repay your loan, let's say I've obtained loan from a bank now and I want to repay my loan, so they will not charge. For example, we have what we call easy buy. You do easy buy, you purchase a phone and you want to repay at the end of the month at due time. There is nothing like deduction of 0.5% from your account. That is what that one means. And the salary payment, if your salary is to be paid and the organization who is paying your salary want to transfer the money into your account, they will not deduct from your account. They will not deduct from the account of the one who is sending your salary to you. So that is another one. Those are exemptions. Those ones are not included. Intra-account transfer. I have one account, and maybe in one bank, and I have an account in another bank, for example, and I want to transfer money from my personal account, one bank account that I have, to another bank account of mine that I have. They will not charge 0.5%. But if I'm transferring, for example, now if I'm transferring from my account to another person's account, let's say I'm transferring to Mr. Kazim's account now, they are going to deduct money from my account. They also deduct money from Mr. Kazim's account. I'm just citing that one as an example so everybody will understand. So, but if it is within your own account, Mr. Wale Oloyede account in particular bank to another Mr. Wale Oloyede account in another bank, you will not deduct 0.5%. That is that. And transactions involving educational institutions like primary schools, secondary schools, other tertiary institutions like University Polytechnic College of Education, all institutions. Yes, maybe there is a place, there is a portal where you pay money into, or you pay money into a particular primary school. Maybe you want to pay your children's school fee into a particular school bank account. There won't be anything like deduction, since it is for payment of school fee, and then the bank authority, they know that this particular bank is for this school. So such an account must be registered in the name of that school. It must not be carrying the identity of maybe the proprietor or the one who owns the school. No. It must be carrying the identity of that particular school, and it is a special account to do transaction in payment or levy. Maybe you want to pay for inter-house sport, you want to pay school fee, you are another institution, you want to pay your school fee, you want to pay some other levies, maybe departmental fee and all other things that it must be paid, or acceptance fee, whatever you want to pay into the school account. Yes, such will not be deducted from your account. 0.5% will not be deducted from. Those are the exemptions, and there are other ones which we cannot be listing here. But the major ones that affect Nigerians are the ones that we have highlighted now, because there's no way Nigerians obtain loan. Nigeria, they collect salary. Nigerians, they have accounts in different banks, and Nigeria, they pay money into school. They pay school fee, they do other things into school accounts. So that's why we pick those ones, the one affecting Nigerians, for a better country. So that is just about that. But the appeal is that federal government, please, let's take a look at this. CBN, please do something about it, because our whole role as the fourth estate of the REM media organization is to stand in the gap between citizens and government. If government is doing what is right, we applaud them. We tell citizens that government is doing this. And if government is not doing what is right, we tell them so that they will do the right thing. And if citizens want government to do something, they will tell the media. We put it in print, we put it in broadcast form, like we do in Ogoshopa here, so that government can hear it and do the right thing. So that is what we have this morning on, and it's on the page of the Nation newspaper. As we talk about cybersecurity levy to tackle crimes and insecurity. Government said it is to tackle crimes, it is to tackle insecurity, but let's wait and see what will happen. Ọlá.
Ẹ̀yin ará lé, gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ ṣe mọ̀ wá mọ̀ ṣe wá ní ìkànnì Ògo Òṣùpá TV náà ni wípé gbogbo nǹkan tó bá lọ lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà òun làwọn máa ń mú wá sí ojú ìwòran àti etí gbọ́ ẹ̀yin ará lé láti pé kẹ́yìn náà mọ̀ bí ti orílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà níbo ló dúró dé, níbo ló ń lọ. Nǹkan tí à ń gbìyànjú lórí ìròyìn tá a mú nínú ìròyìn The Nation òun náà ni wípé nǹkan tí ẹgbẹ́ òṣìṣẹ́ igun ti TUC àti ẹni tó jẹ́ adíje dupò sí ipò ààrẹ nínú ètò ìdìbò 2023 tó lọ, Peter Obi, ó sọ wípé tí wọ́n tako ìgbésẹ̀ tí ìjọba gbé kalẹ̀ lórí owó tá a fẹ́ máa san yìí. Òun náà ni wọ́n sọ pé lẹ́nu ìgbà tí ààrẹ Tinubu tó débẹ̀ tí kò tí ì pé ọdún kan, òun ni àwọn nǹkan báyìí ló ti ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ìjọba tí kò tí ì pé ọdún kan. Kí ni àwọn nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ wípé ó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́nu ìgbà tí ààrẹ Tinubu débẹ̀? Òun náà ni wípé nǹkan àkọ́kọ́ tí wọ́n kọ́ mú ṣe òun náà ni yíyọ owó ìrànwọ́ orí epo eléyìí tó wáyé tó sì jẹ́ wípé ó jẹ́ nǹkan tó ní ìpalára fún gbogbo ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà pátá. Tá a bá tún wo nǹkan míì, òun náà ni ọ̀rọ̀ owó ná tí wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe àfikún ẹ̀ tí àwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà sì ń kébò sí lé lórí lẹ́nu ìgbà tí ìjọba yìí tó débẹ̀ tí kò tí ì pé ọdún kan. Wọ́n ní ẹ tún jẹ́ ká wo owó náírà ilẹ̀ wa sí owó ilẹ̀ òkèrè, ìyẹn ti dọ́là, bó ṣe ń jáwálẹ̀ tó ń lọ sókè tó ń jáwálẹ̀ tó ń lọ sókè tó jẹ́ pé gbogbo ẹ̀ ó rí bákan bó ṣe lóun fẹ́ rí. Wọ́n ní ẹ tún wá wò gbòòrò wò kẹ́ wo bí orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà bó ṣe rí lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ètò ọrọ̀ ajé wa. Níbo ni ètò ọrọ̀ ajé ló dédó lórílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ní ìjọba tí kò tí ì pé ọdún kan? Ẹ wo gbogbo nǹkan tí ẹnu ń jẹ, gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń lò lórílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà, bí gbogbo ẹ̀ bó ṣe gbówó lórí, kí ló dé gan? Ṣáwa nìkan ni lórílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà gbogbo eléyìí la ṣì ń pò tá à ń wò pé ọ̀nà wo la fẹ́ gbé gbà, ibo la fẹ́ gbé gbà, kí nìkan tá a fẹ́ ṣe lórí ẹ̀. Ẹ tún wá mú nǹkan míì jáde pé ká tún máa san àwọn owó báyìí lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ilé. àwa ò faramọ́, kò sì ń ṣe pé àwa ara wa nìkan òun là ń jà fún. Ìjíjà tá à ń jà tá a sọ pé àfẹ́ tá a fi tako ìjọba àtàwa àti gbogbo ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà pátápátá ni. Ilé ìfowópamọ́ àpapọ̀ ilẹ̀ wa lórílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà CBN ti wá ní ẹ lè sọ pé nǹkan yìí ó rí báyìí, àmọ́ àlàkalẹ̀ wà lórí ètò tá a gbé kalẹ̀. Òun náà ni wípé kò ń ṣe pé gbogbo nǹkan tá a bá ń ṣe òun náà ni wọ́n máa yọ owó yìí nínú ẹ̀, pé àwọn kan wà tí owó yìí kò ní jẹ́ pé sísan òun ni wọ́n á máa san. Kí ni nǹkan tí ilé ìfowópamọ́ àpapọ̀ ilẹ̀ wa tí wọ́n sọ ni pé àwọn tó bá ní ẹ̀tọ́ láti gba owó jáde síbì kan, bóyá wọ́n fẹ́ fi ṣe nǹkan, bóyá wọ́n fẹ́ fi kọ́lé, wọ́n fẹ́ fi dókòwò ní ilé ìfowópamọ́ tàbí ní ibi tó bá wà tí olóyìnbó ń pè ní lóònù, wípé irú owó yìí wọn ò ní máa yọ nínú owó tí wọ́n bá gbà. Eléyìí tó tún jẹ́ ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì òun náà ni àwọn tó bá ń gba owó oṣù. Àwọn tó bá ń gba owó oṣù tó jẹ́ pé oṣooṣù òṣìṣẹ́ ìjọba òun ni wọ́n ń gba owó, pé owó oṣù wọn tó bá ti wọlé àwọn ò ní yọ owó yìí nínú ẹ̀. Eléyìí tó tún jẹ́ ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹta níbẹ̀ ni wípé ẹni tó ti ní àpò ìfowópamọ́ ní ilé ìfowópamọ́ kan tó tún ní níbò míì bí èmi Ọlá Ọláríbigbé, mo ti ní ìkan nílé ìfowópamọ́ kan, mo tún ní ìmíì nílé ìfowópamọ́ ìmíì. Ká wá sọ pé láti ibì kan mo fẹ́ fowó ránṣẹ́ sí àpò ìṣúná ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì, àwọn ò ní yọ owó kankan lórí àwọn owó yìí. Eléyìí tó tún jẹ́ ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹrin òun ni àwọn òbí tó máa ń san owó fún ilé ẹ̀kọ́ tí ọmọ wọn bá ń lọ tí wọ́n ti forúkọ sílẹ̀ níbẹ̀, tó sì jẹ́ pé ojú òpó ayélujára òun ni wọ́n ti ń san owó ilé ìwé àwọn ọmọ wọn, wípé àwọn ò ní yọ àwọn owó yìí níbẹ̀. Ilé ìfowópamọ́ àpapọ̀ ilẹ̀ wa ló ṣe àlàyé lórí nǹkan yìí, wípé nǹkan tí àwọn sì fi gbé ètò yìí kalẹ̀ òun náà ni tako ìwà ìbàjẹ́ ìwà ọ̀daràn àwọn jàǹdùkú tó pọ̀ lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà tó jẹ́ wípé gbogbo àpò ìṣúná oníkálukú ni wọ́n ń tọwọ́ bọ̀ láti máa kó owó wọn kúrò níbẹ̀ tí wọ́n fi ń ṣiṣẹ́ ibi tí wọ́n sì ń ba àwọn èèyàn lórúkọ jẹ́ lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà pé tí ààbò tó péye bá wà owó tá a wá sọ pé kẹsàn-án yìí náà kò ń ṣe pé owó tó pọ̀ àmọ́ kí ààbò tó péye kó lè wà lórí gbogbo ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà pátá ìdí nìyí tí àwọn ṣe gbé ètò yìí kalẹ̀ àmọ́ àwa ní ìkànnì Ògo Òṣùpá TV lórí ètò Better Nigeria òun náà ni wípé àárọ̀ àwọn tó jẹ́ ìjọba wípé díẹ̀ torí àwọn èèyàn tẹ̀sí wò pé lórí ètò Better Nigeria níkànnì Ògo Òṣùpá TV bóyá ẹ̀yìn ìjọba ni wọ́n máa ń wà bóyá ẹ̀yìn àwọn ará ìlú ni kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ eléyìí tó bá jẹ́ tìjọba àwa sọ fún ìjọba pé ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe é báyìí àárọ̀ wọn náà ni àtẹni tó lè pàṣẹ fúnjọba bẹ́ẹ̀ àtẹni tó lè pàṣẹ fún àwọn ará ìlú náà bẹ́ẹ̀ eléyìí tó bá jẹ́ toníkàlùkù wa ẹ jẹ́ ká mú lò níbẹ̀ à ń rọ ìjọba kí wọ́n ṣe é díẹ̀ Ọlọ́run á ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́.
That's it. Before we continue on the program, let's go for this break. We'll be right back. Yeah, you welcome back. The program is still Better Nigeria on Ògo Òṣùpá TV. For those that have been following us, www.ogoshopatv.com is what you type on your various devices to be part of this program. On your Android phone, on your iPad, on your tab, on your Apple phone, on your laptop, or you have a system in your office, just type www.ogoshopatv.com and you'll be watching us live and direct. We've been talking about issues affecting Nigeria, and the one we spoke about before that break was the one concerning cybersecurity levy that all Nigerians are talking about now, that government should take a look at it. CBN should reverse it. TUC talking, NLC talking, Nigerians speaking so hard and say, please don't bring hardship more on Nigeria. We have other levies we've been paying, and this one should not be included for now because it is coming at the wrong time. So if policy is to be introduced, let it be introduced at the right time. That this one, though a good policy, but it's coming at the wrong time. The government should do something about it. And we received a message. Somebody said we should release to them the whole number of the traffic, the Ogun State Traffic Compliance and Enforcement Corps. That's Trace. In case they have anything they want them to come and rescue them for. That is any traffic related issues, challenges or emergencies. The numbers are 0803-491-9165. That is for AC operations and general services of Trace, 0803-491-9165. And the second one is 0806-270-3568. That is by Trace, PRO, Ed, Media and Strategy. And of course that one is for Commander Babatunde Akinbiyi. So if you call that number 0806-270-3568, the people in charge will contact other officials around for them to go and handle the case right away. Now, what will be the final issue that we'll be looking at this morning as we wrap up the program on Ògo Òṣùpá TV, Better Nigeria, is this one on the page of Punch newspapers, CAC registration. Please to go after illegal POS operators. It's not something that is new. So that's another issue. We talk about cyber security levy. Why we bring these two together is because they are related. Yes, they are related. As the CBN introduced cyber security levy policy, that the money should be deducted from Nigerian who have bank accounts. Then they also introduced this one that all legitimate POS operators, if you call yourself POS operator, you should go and register with Corporate Affairs Commission, that's CAC, so that you'll be given a number as a registered member of POS operator. Though this particular business, they have their own association. Yes, they have association of POS operators in Nigeria. Yes, they have association. But why CBN is bringing this one right now is because some people, they've been engaging in using POS machine to perpetrate some heinous act, particularly on this cyber crime that we talked about earlier. People who are not using it to transact business. We have seen genuine POS operators who are using it to transfer money. You can go there, you take your ATM there, you slot it in, how much you transfer, you do this, you can withdraw money, you can send money, you can do transfer of money, and they will give you your money. Genuine people doing it. But the report that CBN had been receiving since the beginning of this year is that some people, they just deliberately obtain POS machine, not for business. They obtain it to commit some heinous acts and then use it to do all kind of money laundering, engaging in corruption and all kind of things. And then now we cannot distinguish between genuine POS operators and people who are using POS to do fraud. Yes, even fraudulent people. Yes, 419, all of them, they are having POS now. There are some areas you cannot go to, but you just see people using POS anyhow these days. Not purposely because they want to be transferring money to people, they want to be giving people money. It is because they want to be using it to launder people's money to commit fraud. And that is why CBN say now anyone that wants to be operating as a POS operator, so the person must come and register. Then we'll give you certificate. So anytime the officials now go out to say you're a business operator, you're a POS operator, where's your certificate from CAC? So that they will know those that are genuine, those that are not genuine. And then let's read the story as you have on the screen. CAC registration, please to go after illegal POS operators. Now the federal government has said, the federal government has said mandatory registration of point of sales operators nationwide will reduce kidnapping and help security agencies arrest recipients of ransom payments from kidnapped victims. It also vowed that security agencies will go after POS operators who fail to comply with the directive to register with the Corporate Affairs Commission after July 7, 2024. The Registrar General CAC Uzeni Magaji disclosed this at the formal launch of the CAC registration of agents and merchants of fintechs on Wednesday in Abuja. The event also marked the unveiling of a 24-hour service center to help prospective applicants get a prompt response to inquiries and approvals. The government had, through the commission on Monday, issued a 2-month registration deadline for POS operators to register as corporate bodies with the commission in line with the legal requirements and directives of the Central Bank of Nigeria. The action, backed by Section 863 subsection 1 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act (CAMA) 2020, as well as the 2013 CBN guidelines on agent banking, aims to safeguard businesses and strengthen the economy. It also came against the backdrop of frequent fraud incidents involving POS terminals and plans to stop trading in cryptocurrency or any virtual currency by the Central Bank of Nigeria. And you remember last week is in the news. Last week the CBN stopped major fintech funds like Kuda, Opay, PalmPay, and MoneyPoint from onboarding new customers. And it is just because they are planning to introduce this registration by POS operators. There are many kidnappers now. They go into the bush with POS machine. Yes, we've had cases like that. Kidnappers who will kidnap people, and then when they get to the bush, they'll be telling their victims to bring their ATMs, and then they will use it to transfer money from their account. Some will even say, okay, if you want to pay your ransom, tell your people to transfer money into a particular account. They will send the account number to the family members to transfer. I know you must have heard that before. And then federal government is saying we want to be using this for security purpose, to track kidnappers. Because when they do this, many of them, they transfer into their POS machine. Some collect ATM card from their victims and use to transfer money. Some use it at home as fraudsters. Yes, to transfer money from people's accounts. They can enter into people's accounts with POS. They enter into people's accounts and then they will send message to them. If you release your PIN or you release the last 4 digits of your ATM card, I'm telling you, even without your BVN, somebody sent that one to me yesterday. He said it's not even about your BVN or your NIN or anything again. Whether you tell them your BVN or your NIN or not. Once they send a message to you and they said they are customer service, they are agents from your bank. And then they said somebody is trying to transfer money from your bank, but they have blocked it. And then you are expected to release the last digit, the last 4 digits of your ATM card. If you release to them, they will just go and use this POS machine, just input it, they know how to do it, and immediately all the money in your bank account will just be wiped off. Now, do you know Sean George, an actress in Nigeria, recently shouted and said, "Nigeria, please rescue me." I don't know if you know, if you read that story. She's an actress. She shouted, she raised an alarm that millions of naira were evacuated from her bank account by a fraudster, and she did not know. And it was after she shouted that the news carried it that like 1.3 million naira was returned to her account. Just imagine. So if with this little amount you are having, you're keeping the money in your account, and some people are using POS to wipe it off. We know how much we work hard to get little amount we get at the end of the month. For somebody to now sit somewhere and say, "I have POS," and begin to wipe the money away. Do you know how painful it will be? That's why Central Bank is saying those that are genuine POS operators, they should go and register. So that now, when the police begin to go out, because the police will now begin to go after POS operator. When they get to your place and they say, "Are you a POS operator?" Okay, you have your kiosk where you write POS available here, transfer of money. And they say, "Mr. Man, where is your CAC?" I'm talking CAC certificate. And then you're unable to provide it, you'll be arrested. That's why we're telling you. On Ugo Shopaye, what we do is to inform you, to guide you so that you know what to do. So go and register, and they have given them 2 months. I think they gave them, I think it's 2 months. They have given them 2 months. July 7th is going to end. So go and do it. Sometimes, I told you, when they ask people to go and do registration, NIN, or to go and upgrade or do something, Nigerians are too reluctant. Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. This and that. Yes. So if they arrest you as a POS operator now because you repeat, just go and register. It doesn't cost you anything. Yes. Yes. For example, now if I have an organization, are you getting me? It is mandatory according to the act that I read out. It is mandatory that I register my organization. Yes. If I register it make my organization to be registered under government. Then nobody, if anything happen, I can stand up and they go to court and say I'm a registered company. So you as a business owner, as POS operator, you are expected to go and register so that your organization will be registered with government. So if anything happen, they will not lure you. They will not be saying you are a fraudster. Yes. So if you don't have, if you are a POS operator, you don't have this certificate, they can arrest you and say you are using it for fraud. So that's what we're telling you.
nǹkan tó bá tọ́ tó yẹ ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe lásìkò tó bá tọ́ fún àǹfààní ara wa náà, nítorí pé ọ̀nà tí àwọn jàǹdùkú tá à ń sọ yìí lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà tí wọ́n ń gbà ṣe àwọn iṣẹ́ ibi yìí kì í ṣe kékeré. Wọ́n má lọ bà wá lórúkọ jẹ́ lórí iṣẹ́ tí gbogbo ayé ti mọ̀ wá mọ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe nǹkan tó tọ́ lásìkò tó yẹ. Ètò wa Better Nigeria fún tàárọ̀ yìí kò ní jù báyìí lọ, ẹ̀yin ará lé. Bá ṣe máa ń sọ wípé ìdàgbàsókè orílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà kì í ṣe fún èèyàn kan, àtàwa àtàjáràlú àtijọba náà ni. Ẹ jẹ́ kí gbogbo wa jọ gbé kó lè lọ sókè débi táwa náà fẹ́. Orílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà á túbọ̀ dá jù báyìí lọ. Òwúrọ̀ ọ̀la ni kẹ́ tún pàdé wa lórí ètò Better Nigeria. Títí ìgbà náà káfíńre ayọ̀ tòun tàlàáfíà pàdé. Ọláríbigbé lórúkọ tèmi. Ire o.
And then that's how we draw the curtains, as Olaribigbe said it on the program Better Nigeria this morning. We do hope you've enjoyed that we brought to you. And tomorrow will be another day, Friday. That will be the final one for this week, and I promise will be a great one. Please be a responsible Nigeria as POS operator. Go and register and then let's await what government will do concerning cybersecurity levy. Nigeria will be great, and all of us will be great as well. My name is Wale Oluyede. Tomorrow, bye-bye.